Tying the Kung Fu sash may seem difficult at first because the sash is quite long when it's completely unraveled. But you'll find that after understanding the basics, it's quite easy to do. Now I'm going to show the most common way of tying your sash. And afterward, if your sash is a little too long, I will show you a second way of doing it so we can deal with a little bit of the extra length so our sash doesn't hang down to our knees after we have it tied. So let's get to work. The first thing I'm going to do is unfold the sash until I have both of the free ends available. Now I'm going to take one of the free ends and I'm going to bring it back around behind my back, and then I'm going to keep an amount of the sash to hang down. From here, I'm going to just continue bringing my sash around and over the other end of the sash and pass it around my body until I've made a second loop around. Now my ends should be in the same area and more or less stable. I'm going to tie a quick knot here by bringing one end over, going under, and then pulling at both ends. And then what I want to do is cinch it around my waist until there's one end much longer than the other. You can see a big difference here. Then I'm going to take the long end, cross underneath the short end. Notice I still have my fingers on this side to make a loop, and then with the free end I'm going to make an extra little loop and pass that through. But don't push the sash all the way through. Once that little loop is through, we're going to grab both of the free ends and we're going to pull at the loop until both of those are about the same length and the sash tightens up. Now from here I fan out the loop, and then to finish this, I'm going to take both ends from over the top, feed them through the loop, and then pull down. Now from here, my sash is secure. If for some reason it gets pulled on or tugged on, this will tighten up. And then I'm going to take the sash and pass it over to my right side and make any final adjustments with my coil around the waist and the uniform itself. Now, to undo the sash, I'm going to remove both ends from the loop, and then it's basically a slip knot from here. So I'm going to pull one end, which totally unties it, and I can unravel the sash completely. If you find that your sash is too long after you tie it, another method is to again coil it around the waist as before. But this time we want to make sure that both ends are the same length when we tie our knot. This will turn into tying just like your shoes. So we'll make one loop with one hand. The other hand will go around that loop, going over the thumb, and then making another loop, and we're going to pass that through. So we make a double bow. Now from here, I'm just going to take both bows and combine them, take both ends of the sash, and then feed them through. Once these are through, you can make your final adjustments, and then of course, fan out the bow, and you have both free ends, the bow is fanned out, and you're ready to place it on the hip and then get ready for your martial arts training. To undo this, simply make sure to pass both ends through both of the bow loops and then pull on one end and you can unravel the sash. Typically, for long sleeve Kung Fu uniforms, the sash is tied and kept underneath the jacket. However, for short sleeve or sleeveless uniforms, the sash is tied over the uniform as you see here. After you remove your sash, the best way to take care of it is first to fold it in half. And then what we're going to do is fold it in half again and again until it's about this length. You could go even a little bit shorter, but we want to work on maintaining this nice flat sash. So from here, what we're going to do is just roll the sash up, and then it's ready to store. Now you can put this in with your Kung Fu shoes and it'll maintain its shape, or you can tie a little rubber band around there just to make sure that it holds in this roll between sessions. And that's a great way for it to not get wrinkled up, because once it's wrinkled, You're going to have to iron it. You're going to have to spend a lot of extra time to get it flat again. If you have any questions, drop a comment down below, and I hope this video helps you. See you in the next one.